I'm back on the allotment. It's freezing, it's February and it's been very, very cold and very icy with a lot of frozen weather and some snow. But today I'm filling a raised bed, so very excited. I've got some all bits and bobs from at home, that trees I've cut down and things, so I'll show you what I'm doing. So I'm starting to fill up my raised beds, and I've just done a load of cuttings from my garden, and I've cut it all up into small pieces like this, into small lengths and leaves and things, and I'm using these just to fill the bottom of my raised beds. I've got some old leaves that I've raked up as well that I'm going to put on top, and then here I've got bags of manure which I collected for £1 each from the local farm. You can normally see signs on the side of the road saying muck £1 a bag. So I've got those. So I've got my leaves, and then I'm going to put all my brown leaves on top, and then I'm going to put my manure, and then I've got compost. There we go, which I'm going to put on top of that. It's just a multi-purpose compost. So that's that bed there, and I'll do the same with this one. Everything I cut out of my garden, because we've just got to cut down loads of trees and bits and bobs. I'm just going to use all of that in the bottom of there. I've also got quite big logs and that as well that I'm going to place in first. And over time that should just compost down. But it means I don't have to use so much compost because I've used a lot of organic matter as well. And here's some more bags from home, full of all organic matter. This one's the dead leaves. And there's a few logs and branches and bits and bobs in there as well. So excited, I can't wait to actually start growing in the raised beds. So we've levelled it all out and got all the logs level as we can. And now we're just putting some of the manure on top. I don't know how many bags this is going to take. Let's have a look. I've got 6 bags here. We'll see how far these 6 bags go. I think I've left the rake at home, honey. And I suppose over the years, as it rots down, I'll just add, refresh more compost and manure on the top as each season starts. Or each growing time starts, I can then just refresh it all. Do you think 6 is going to be enough in there? When we break it out. Okay, well that's what 6 bags looks like in there. Let's give it a good rake out and see what it's looking like. So I'm just going to put 2 bags of compost on top. They're 80-litre bags. The manure 6 bags spread it out really well actually, so I'm pretty happy with 6 bags per raised bed. And I'm hoping 2 of these will be enough as well.
You probably want 8 bags of manure.
Really?
Well, look how deep you got in corners. So.
Okay, perhaps I could do with 8 bags of manure. I know, but each time I do growing, I'll top up, won't I? So just to get me started. Let's see how much this fills it up. Use that fork behind you, Jane, spread it out, we'll see what it looks like. It is really just going to be a bit of a light dusting on top by the looks of it.
That apple's all frozen.
Yeah, it is a bit frozen. It's February the 14th, 2021, and we have had quite a few frosts. It's been quite cold, so I could actually do with another
If anything,
another
this
2
needs to be
bags
built
on.
up higher.
Yeah, I think I'd need another 2
It sinks.
of those 80-litre bags, really, of the compost on top. Well, there you go, guys. That's what it's taken so far to fill the first raised bed. I'm so excited. I can't wait to start planting things, because I've got my garlic there, and I've got another pot of garlic to go in. I've got a small rhubarb here that needs to go in. Don't know where that's going to go yet. And I have a few other items. I have a few here, which is desperate to go in. Some of the old purple sprouting broccoli here. It's not looking great, but that does need to go in. I think it's sort of ready to, well, I think because it just hasn't had a great pot to grow in, it's desperate for proper ground before it really flowers. Here I've got a couple of kales looking really worse for wear. I've got some rocket. I can't wait to get my rocket in. I'm sure that'll be a lot healthier once it's gone in, but it's all looking a little bit desperate, so I can always just get everything in there now and then move it around later, just so it's got a bit of good ground to go into. So there you go, 1 raised bed nearly filled, another few bags of compost, and I'll be there. So that's great, very excited to start planting. So there you go, guys, 1 raised bed all up and running. Can't wait to start planting it, very excited. If you'd like to follow my journey and see how the raised beds all turn out, then please subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the allotment.